There's two anus octopus, octopi. Is that the plural octopi? Two anus octopi, very specific species, very rare. And then I got the chest aardvark. You only find those in South America.
Where the mouth part is. I thought it was either in the mouth part or next to the mouth part. But here, in this video, I'll come and uncover the truth of squid anuses.
Hey, welcome everyone once again to another episode of Itchy Sweater. I am Jim Haw.
And this is Carl Bismarck.
I own United.
And I'm dead.
Very, very inside joke there. I think only me, Kyle, and one other person know what we're talking about. That's about it. And we will not explain it.
I don't even know who the other person is, honestly.
There was just those two people. Yeah. The other two people were not even named at all.
No, the guy in Indy is the one that knows about the joke.
Oh no, my friend in Indy. It's a she.
Oh.
Yeah.
The girl.
Yeah.
The girl.
She goes by she, her pronouns.
Her, that lady person.
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't have that. Has that. I'm sorry. Anyways.
That's a pretty good explanation. I don't know. I'm pretty sure scientists do that in their classrooms. Just hold up hand signs.
It's not this. It's this.
Yeah. Next time I'm gonna shoot you in the one that wink and not the one that stink. But yes.
Oh man.
Welcome to another episode. Would you like to talk about what just transpired? I mean, you wouldn't have to go into detail, but would you like to?
Not really.
Okay. That's okay.
Stupid rain and penalties and god dang crap.
I'm so sorry.
For you that don't know, the 49ers just lost week 1.
Yeah.
And Derrick's team just tried to do I don't know what the hell they were doing in overtime, but they tied.
Yeah, we tied it against the Texans of all teams.
At least I can hope that all NFC West teams lose this week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, it's possible.
It could happen.
Unless somebody shits the bed, then we'll see.
Yeah. But I know you wanted to ask me something about a specific type of music.
Yeah.
So
and
lay it on me.
This goes out to my my Latin people and my Czech people and even my deep South Louisiana people. What's the difference between those three musics? Mariachi music,
Yeah.
Czech music, and music you would hear at Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
They all literally have the same bass line, the same drumming. I mean, other than the words and having maybe a guitar in it, those are literally the only things that are the difference.
Interesting.
We went to this West Fest thing last weekend in West Texas, literally a town called West, and it's to celebrate Czech and polka music and all that, all the polka culture. And we were out there. We were like, why are they playing Mexican music here? Sure enough, it wasn't. We get out there, we're like, well, wait a minute. There's no mariachi bands. There's, they had like the guitar and everything.
Yeah.
But it was all like older white men. And I was like, what's going on here? So I've been thinking about it since last weekend. What's the difference? And I cannot figure it out other than the words. That's
really?
It. That was all. I mean, I didn't have because I don't want to be copyrighted for one.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a sample for you. But if you ever have the time to look it up.
Yeah. Well, you played it for me earlier, and I thought it was like some New Orleans, like Mardi Gras jazz. So that was kind of interesting.
It really is, especially when you're not expecting it. You don't really know much about it. You're like, oh, that's really?
Yeah.
That's what that is? It's literally polka music. So I'm thinking what happened was Spaniards came from Czech Republic and moved to Spain and then came down to Mexico in that area.
Okay.
And they just brought everything with them, the whole music and everything. And they just added a guitar.
I hope that's completely factually inaccurate. I hope that's the most false thing you've ever said.
I hope it is too, because I was completely not being serious.
But something that is also not serious.
Yes.
Did you know that there's a theme park in Mall of America that was called Adventureland? Yeah, it was called Serial Adventure.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was basically a theme park for cereal in Mall of America. And this
Inside Mall of America.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. I was thinking about. I kind of went down like a weird YouTube rabbit hole, as we all tend to do sometimes. And I was looking. I was kind of still out going thinking about our serial killers episode.
Oh yeah.
And as I was going down kind of just like this weird rabbit hole of serial research, I stumbled upon this place called Serial Adventure. And it was one of the most boring theme parks you could imagine.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, why would you have a theme park dedicated to cereal? I mean,
Yeah.
especially in the Mall of America, if it was at like the Kellogg's plant or
Yeah.
I don't even know who another cereal company is, but
General Mills. Yeah.
You know, if it was at their plant or something like that, yeah, it makes sense. But in the middle,
Nope,
of
just
Mall
in Mall of America.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
They had this big vent thing that would rain down grain.
Actual grain.
Yeah, just grain. It would just like be raining grain. Grain flying all over the place. This is big tube.
What?
Yeah, that's one of their things. Other than that, there were just big statues of cereal mascots. So the Lucky Charms, a leprechaun, and
So
the
it
Toucan
was
Sam,
still
and
like
massive statues.
it was still costumes of big time characters and stuff like that.
Well, they didn't even have the actual mascot. Like they weren't walking around like Disney. It was just statues. So you didn't have anybody actually in a costume. They just had big statues. That's it.
That's interesting.
That just stood still.
What?
So, and one of the big attractions of this thing was you could mix any of your favorite cereals together. Like you could just get any cereal that you wanted mixed together for the price of admission. Which, go ahead and tell me what you think the problem with that is, because I'm sure you know.
I don't. I'm trying to think of what two cereals I would put together.
Well, here's the thing: you could just buy 2 boxes of cereal and mix them together.
That's very true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
You're paying extra to do something you could do for cheaper and probably make more enjoyable. You could buy more cereal boxes and mix those all together if you wanted to.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't even think about that. I was
Yeah.
just thinking, what can you do there? Okay, let's see. You could mix these 2 cereals together, and which one would I put together? And honestly, I still haven't even come up with the one that I would do. But
Well, any cereal you could think of, you could just mix it. If you wanted corn pops and Trix, you can mix corn pops and Trix.
I think I would do something like a honeycombs, and then like a chocolate or something like that, or like a fruity one, or do a I'm trying to even think. Cookie crisp with a frosted flakes or something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a Fruity Pebbles with Rice Krispies.
But it's like the same thing.
Well, the rice. Oh, sorry. I didn't specify. Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be kind of interesting.
So it'd be like fruity Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah. To have like that
Hey,
little.
I like that.
I think that'd be cool.
I'm trying to figure out one you could do like Rice Krispie treats, or like corn pops with Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
Like
complimentary flavors.
I got one. Okay, so it'd be like the same consistency. So it'd be Rice Krispie treats and all berries.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Captain Crunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think
that'd be
I'd be cool
interesting.
with that.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
go with that.
But to pay a price,
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't cheap either.
Apparently, admission to Serial Adventure is $5.94 for adults and $3.95 for children younger than 13. Oh yeah, this was back in 2001. It closed in 2011. But go ahead.
Damn, I made it 10 years.
Yeah.
No, but then you're like, oh, what can we do in this place? And I mean, I'm assuming there's rides. You can go in the rides that are based on cereal. Maybe you're in a corn pop shaped roller coaster, and instead of splashing in water, you splash in milk or like chalky water or something like that to make it have the effect.
Right.
And then I'm hungry. Let's go mix 2 of our favorite cereals together.
Yeah.
Like, this sounds like a horrible vacation, to be completely honest. I'd be pissed.
It didn't really make it. Oh, it didn't really make it that far. But yeah, it was.
Like, seriously, imagine thinking about that vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to go do everything cereal themed. You're like, Yay.
No, thank you.
Literally going to kill people for that.
You ate, what was it that we said makes serial killers?
Oh,
Oh, the Chex Mix?
the Chex
I think it was Chex
Mix.
Mix. Yeah, it's because you ate Chex Mix. You are now Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, but one thing we did mention in there that I just figured out from my mom yesterday, I think I pushed that honestly, was that Sam's Club has and I sent this to you, a variety pack of Boo Berry, Count
Ooh.
Chocula, Frankenberry, and then some random like wolf on the side. I don't know who the hell that guy
Yeah,
was.
they all look dead.
That's what, when you sent me that, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
They all had X's.
They
on
have like
their
X's
eyes.
over their eyes. I was like, are they all deceased? What is this?
I figured one of these days we could go get that and then try them all.
Yeah.
Know? But yeah, no, I found that out, and then ooh,
Oh, speaking of dead characters.
yes. Are we gonna talk about the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
So, you went to go see Nope.
No, I didn't go see it. I watched it on my phone.
Oh, you okay?
I was one of those bad people that
No, you're fine.
streamed it on my phone.
It's okay.
Don't really have words for it.
Yeah,
I don't get.
the movie.
Well, other than the movie, I don't get why people didn't like it. Like I've heard of quite a bit of people say they didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, and one of the main ones being Logan Paul.
Okay.
He called, like, he put it out there on Twitter. Like, he did a good rant. Like, it was just, hey, you know, I didn't like it, blah, 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 blah. Everybody tore him a new one for it.
Yeah.
Like, tore him a new one.
I mean,
But
wait. Well, did he say it was bad just because he didn't like it?
I think I can't remember the tweet, but he went
Yeah.
through and was like, oh, you know, I think he explained why.
Okay. I mean, if you just didn't like it, that's just
Yeah.
your taste. But I don't think you can
But-
say the movie is bad.
No. I think he just didn't like it because he was just, well, for one, it's very drawn out to me.
Yeah.
I think it was a long movie. It seemed like a long movie.
Yeah.
My little timer thing on the bottom wasn't working. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know where I was at. And I had these subtitles because my phone messed up on the bottom for the whole movie. Mm. And I had to pause it at times so I could, talk to Kayla or play with the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm, I don't have a point of, hey, I was over here if it ever goes away. So I didn't know how long it was, to be completely honest. But what screwed me up, and spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about this for you people that care. For the rest
Yeah.
of you,
So-
let's go on a journey.
3, 2, 1.
I'm
That was
gonna
your
talk
spoiler
about
alert,
it,
yes.
Yeah. But the beginning of it, I don't even think you see the monkey in the very beginning. That first opening scene, all you see is you hear something beating on it. Oh no, you do see the monkey. I'm sorry. You see the monkey, and I'm like, I thought this was about aliens. So I'm like, okay, what does this have to do with the movie? Maybe the monkey is an alien. So then it goes through to the next scene, and it's the guy and his dad out on the ranch. Homeboy, all you hear is stuff falling. A guy looks up and ching, freaking nickel through his head. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
It's just the most random stuff. So then it gets into the movie later on, and this was the scene that, well, I was like, holy crap. Well, when the kids come into the horse stable, that part freaked me out. And until I learned it was kids.
Yeah.
But the part that really got me was when the ship is overhead on the house,
Oh, yeah.
and you hear ah!
Yep.
Silence.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell's going on? All the blood, everything just starts coming out. The blood, all their belongings and everything. It literally eats the people and shreds them of everything they had on them. Mm-hmm. Like it spits out all the blood, all their keys.
That's what the rain was.
The keys were sticking into their porch when they fell.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nuts.
Yep.
And so,
You know what that was, right?
Huh.
That's basically the alien monster taking a dump.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The extreme period dump.
Yeah, basically.
But I got to the point where they were, I was hooked on it by that point. I was like, okay, this is interesting. Mm-hmm. And then they end up doing the theme park next to them, and there it is. It's a little earlier than usual. Mm-hmm. Whole thing comes over and just
Yep.
gets them. Oh no, that was before that. But anyways, swoops them all up, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, are the aliens taking them? What the hell? But the part that I loved was when they finally had the plan in the end to get
a shot of it.
Everything on the film.
Yeah.
And it's on its side
Yeah.
flying through there. Holy cow, that was cool. But then it opened up into this giant like swan looking
Yeah, like its
thing.
final form.
Yeah. And it was like blowing like, you know, those little
Yeah.
things you have that you blow at birthdays.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like it was doing when it was going to get people, when it finally evolved. I'm like, what the little birthday kazoo? It's like, all right, I'm going to grab you with it.
Right. It had like a little extension.
Dude, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally thought it was going to be the monkey the whole time, or
Oh,
it
really?
wasn't even going to be aliens.
Yeah.
I was okay. What the hell is it?
I think. Okay, so here's my little conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's right. You said something about it. Yes.
Yeah. So have you seen Get Out?
The like hypnotism.
Yeah, it was Jordan Peele's like his
first
breakout movie. Yeah.
With the tea glass.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good movie.
Now, do you remember all like the little subtle racial metaphors that were in that movie?
I mean, not all of them, but basically them being.
Well, you know, like a key one was the fact that she did not eat her cereal with milk. Did you notice that?
No.
The girl in the movie?
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Okay, well, she never ate her cereal with milk because she never. It was like fruity. It was like a Trix or something like that.
What movie?
And to Get Out,
Okay.
it was she had like a separate glass for the cereal.
Okay.
And then a separate bowl for the milk because she didn't mix the colors.
Okay.
So it was like subtle things like that.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Yeah. So it's like it had like little subtle racial messaging
Okay.
in that movie. I think this was the same thing because in the beginning,
Hold on. Oh, I think I see where you're going with
yeah.
this. It wouldn't eat the black people? Is that where you're going with
No, it's
it?
not where I'm going at all.
Okay. Okay. I was like, damn, you're right, because I don't think they did the whole time. Think about it.
You know,
The
now
dad-
that you said, I don't think it did.
The dad died from the coin through his head.
Yeah.
The brother and the sister never got eaten. They were the three black people in that movie.
Well, they got,
I mean, it ate the Asian guy and his kids, but other than that,
but I guess it was racist towards everybody but black people. But there was a part in the movie where there was kind of like in the beginning, Keke Palmer, her character was talking about how their great-great-grandfather
Yeah.
was this, historical black figure that nobody knew about.
Yes,
And then
jockey.
they show up to that that commercial with that horse. They are the family of that, that's their family.
Yeah.
And they got no reaction.
okay.
It's like they're in this
were
space and they just don't
blackballed.
care. Yeah, like there was just no recognition for that.
Yeah, okay.
So with that also, there was a little bit of messaging with this is where I was going with the alien. Is that how when he kind of figured out that you don't look it in the eye,
Yeah, yeah.
he like ducked down and he kept his head down. My little conspiracy with that is like you never really look at what is oppressing you. You just keep your head down and keep going. You're taught that as like a black person, that's like what you do. Like you just keep your head down and you just continue forward, and that's how you just get through it. So that's kind of my little conspiracy theory there.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there was something else I forgot, but I had like three main like little. I think there was like little things in that. Like I said, I think you got to watch it again. It's a movie that you don't just see once.
No,
And
because the first time you watch it, you're completely mindfucked.
Yeah, like it took me a while to like really process it. So, but I watched it again, and I think like on second watch, you kind of pick up on certain little things, which was kind of the same thing with Get Out as well. Like most people didn't really pick up on everything until they really watched Get Out again. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what's going on there. I think Jordan Peele keeps like putting little subtle things in his movies that you got to pick up on later.
Now that you think about it, I think I've only seen each one about one time,
Yeah.
honestly. I might have seen, what was the Us?
Us,
I
yeah.
might have seen that one like 1.5 times, but like little clips here and there.
Yeah.
If you guys do get to see it, watch it. It's definitely a trippy movie. It keeps you on your seat all the time. Like I had points where I had to put the phone like this because I didn't want anything jump scaring you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But that's the thing though. It's not really a horror movie in that aspect.
No, it's not. But it does jump scare, I think, twice.
Yeah. And for a movie that long,
and one of them got me.
yeah.
It was that the statue coming down.
Oh yeah,
Scared the crap out of me. All I saw was a horse's head. I was like, ah,
yeah.
nuts.
It was an interesting film though. Like
No, it was good.
I didn't think for as long as it was, I didn't think there was really any frames that were missing.
That's what she said.
Or
Not
any
wasted.
any frames that are wasted. I think
Yeah.
every frame meant something to the story.
No, yes, in that aspect, but I think there was times where they could have cut minutes out of the movie.
Yeah, there might have been some scenes that were drawn on a little bit longer than they should have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about the same thing for about 15 minutes
Yeah.
and came to the same conclusion they did in the very beginning.
For the most part, yeah.
Trying to look for this other one. Now, I don't know why it reminded me of this one, but there's one that's got me, I guess you could say, on the edge of my seat. I'm waiting to watch it because I haven't found it. But it's called The Retaliators. And it's a pastor who's, I thought it was his wife. It's his daughter. Actually, damn, this came out. Oh, this comes out on the 14th. So this comes out on like Thursday.
Oh.
I thought it already came out. Well, maybe it did. Wait a minute. I don't know. Anyways, a pastor, his daughter dies or gets murdered. I don't know if she's raped and murdered or what. But this detective comes forward and says, I'm going to present you with an opportunity. And he comes down, brings this guy into a house like in the middle of nowhere or something, or like in a crappy neighborhood, brings him down to the basement and says, we found the man that killed your daughter. He says, I'm going to present the same opportunity I was presented with back when the same thing happened to me. You have, I think he says, like 1 hour to do whatever you want to this man, but you cannot kill him. And so I don't know what he does,
That's
but the lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch, Ivan Moody,
Yeah.
he's the guy's brother,
Okay.
and they're all Aryan looking. And he would come up and be like, "Oh damn, J.J. Watt might have tore his pec. That sucks. That sucks to be the Steelers." Sorry, keep that there. He does something. I guess the guy ends up getting loose or something like that. Ivan is looking for his brother, finds the pastor. Basically, at the very end, the pastor and the guy like go at it, I guess. And I don't know why it reminded me of Nope, but it for some reason I thought about it and I was like, these movies are freaking
Interesting
amazing.
parallel.
I don't know where the concept of the connection was.
Maybe you were just thinking about movies.
But man, I think it was because I was excited to find it finally.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of excited to watch that one too.
Got you.
But I don't know. I watched that one, and then Friday I watched Bullet Train with Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
It's stupid funny. It's like he's an unlucky. He's a lucky hitman,
Okay.
and basically every time he kills someone, it's through his luck. Like some guy trips on a briefcase that he has and breaks his neck, and he's like, "Oh, okay." I didn't have to do anything.
I don't really care for that.
It's so far. I didn't finish it because I was like, this is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny at the same time.
I mean, I can see how that'd be entertaining.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's a good weekend for movies.
Yeah.
It looked good.
It's a pretty cool chill, weekend.
Here's something that you asked me to put on here. Things that make you mad now that you're older.
Yeah, like things that kind of annoy me as I get
Yes.
older.
Yes.
Like, one of the thing is, like, kind of the main thing I was kind of thinking about is when I'm settled. Like, let's say I'm about to settle down and like watch something.
Uh-huh.
So I'll get a drink and a snack. I'll sit in my chair. Everything's good. And then I realize I forgot something. And I get unreasonably upset about that.
Imagine having a 2-story house and doing that. You'd probably be even
Oh
more
my
pissed.
god! Yeah, I would throw things out the window.
That's
like
one reason.
I would rage.
One reason I will never own one is because of that. And even Tim says the same thing.
Yeah,
He's like,
you left something upstairs.
He used to live in a two-story house when the kids were small.
Yeah.
And he said he would go up, like grab his glass of water or something, put it on the table, go upstairs, and then forget the glass of water. Then you have to go back downstairs, grab that, come back up, turn off all the lights and everything, come back up, and it's just annoying.
You know what's funny about that? And I'm not saying anything about anybody when I say this, but that is such a first world reason not to buy a 2-story house.
I forgot something downstairs.
I am never buying a 2-story house again. I forget things, and I gotta go back upstairs.
First world problems.
That's hilarious, but I get it though.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's that annoyance.
Yeah, like of me having to get up because I don't remember when I'm up already. I don't remember that I forgot something, and all I got to do is walk a couple of feet. Now I got to walk 2 more extra feet while I'm sitting down.
I've got
and I'm it really like aggravates me.
I've got a really stupid one.
Go ahead and tell me, big fella.
I hate
Nothing
sweating.
Nothing stupid around here. You just hate sweating in general.
I hate sweating,
Okay,
and I hate sweating in the rain
that's very specific.
because, especially out here, because rain out here can be warm,
Right.
and you don't know if it's sweat or if it's rain. Okay.
Does it matter?
I get pissed when I'm working and stuff is dripping down my face. So it like gets in the way.
Oh, okay, I got
So when I was delivering, before I came inside,
you. Yeah.
I would go out and it'd be dumping rain, and I'd be, walking up a hill, grab a bunch of things, take it down the hill. And I can't. I have to do that because if I go on the hill, I could get stuck in the driveway.
True.
So I was like, okay, I got to park up here, break down the whole pallet, bring it down. You get back upstairs and and you don't know if it's sweat or if it's rain, and you're tired and irritated.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that irritates the ever-loving F out of me.
Yeah. Well, that can. I feel like that's a little bit of a minor annoyance that's building on itself.
Yes.
Because now you're getting tired and you can do work
Yes.
and all that. Yeah. So it just becomes every little
just-
thing just upsets you.
Dripping down my face, like tickling my face. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you're like a real. You're a feel and a texture guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
That's why you don't like coconut.
Coconut sucks. And then my 2 other, I've got 3.
Okay.
My 2 other ones are ants. I hate ants. Now that I own a home,
Yeah.
like as a kid, like I would tell you about the ones before, like if you crushed them and like
Oh, they stink.
say you smelled your finger,
Yeah.
they stink so bad. We call them piss ants.
Yeah.
They were just these little black ants, and they basically piss when you die, or when they die, not when I die.
Yeah. When you
I
crush them, you
think
pee.
we shit ourselves. I think, I don't know.
Yeah. When you crush them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
pee.
Yeah. No, you pee.
No, I
when
pee.
you kill them. Yeah. You're the piss ant.
Yes,
They're just an ant.
Yes, I pee on them. But no, like
Just stomping ants with your pants down.
Yes. Ah! This weekend, I had to clean my garbage can. And as a brand, it's not even, it's almost a year. Mm-hmm. I've had the garbage cans, the house, everything. I go to take out the trash, and I usually, you're not supposed to, but our HOA is kind of crap right now. I keep the trash cans in front of the garage. And I go out there, and I open it, and I smell it. I'm like, God, something stinks in there. And I look all over the ground, and there's ants all up and down my driveway, and I just flip my shit. Just,
Yeah.
So this weekend, I took all the trash out because there was like 3 bags. I took it out, and it was in my garage. And I looked down the floor, and there's ants everywhere. So I was like, okay, let's not. Usually I'll wet them down with the hose. Mm-hmm. I took the trash can outside. I laid it down. I grabbed my my battery powered leaf blower.
Yeah.
And it's got this little button where you hold it and it's and then you hit the other button and it
Yeah.
hit that bitch, and
went
all you saw was
crazy.
this line of black go out the garage door, and I was like, get out of here, bitch.
You felt victorious.
Oh, I loved it.
You felt like Thor with Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Just clearing out. Just clearing house. Just going nuts.
Oh no, what made me happy was this morning, because we poured dish soap and bleach in it, let it sit overnight, filled it up with water,
Okay.
probably halfway, because I guess there's a little bar in the middle that goes in it, and the water went out.
Yeah. Chemical warfare.
Yes.
Nice.
Cleaned it out, was fine. Put the trash can back in it. That's when I felt great.
Nice.
Yeah, but homeowner problems. That's
the world to them.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Homeowner problems are something now that I'm older I get irritated about. But I don't remember what my other one was, but I'm sure I'll think about it later.
Yeah. with me, it's just always a proximity issue. Like things aren't as close as they should be. Like if I can reach something, I'm good. Like even last night when I was watching TV, I got settled in. I was good. I had my drink. I had my snack. TV was on. Cast. Everything's good. Not actual like cast to my legs, but like the TV cast
like,
to the TV.
Like casting your fishing.
Yeah, like I was fishing
through the
in my 1-bedroom apartment. I put a little, I cut a little hole.
Yes.
And then I get the water and the fish in there. But like my remote control was just out of reach. And I kind of flipped a little bit. Like it wasn't. It wasn't really bad. Like I wasn't yelling like an old man, like get off my lawn. But I did kind of. I was grunting like. I was like really upset because I just could not. It was just out of reach. It was like in a horror movie where you're reaching for like the weapon,
and
it's just on your tips, and I'm just like.
And the guy's right behind you. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, no!
The guy's like on top with the knife. He's just like 2 inches away from your neck, and you
it's
look over.
Right there.
You're looking over, and you're like. Oh, but I just gotta reach. It's just out of reach. And then you see the knife like starting to pierce the skin, and you go, nah, nah, as you started like still reaching, nah. And then like the crowd gets like a little. It's like, come on, dude, you can do it. You can do it. Get the gun. And he's just like, nah. As the knife continues to just pierce like closer and closer and closer, it starts to break the skin. A little bit of blood comes out, and then you really hear him go, "Ah!" And he's looking at the guy. The guy's looking down with that face. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. You're done for. You're absolutely done for." And then the crowd's watching, like, "He's not done for. He's not done for. He can do it. You can do it. Get the gun. Get the gun." And he looks one more look at the guy, and he gives up, and then he dies. Roll credits.
What the hell?
Executive producer Jordan Peele.
Did you practice that one?
No.
God damn, executive producer Jordan Peele.
Yep.
That movie's called Yep.
Yeah.
He did. He gone.
Yep. Coming to a theater near you, 2024.
You know what's crazy about that idea?
What's that?
Is that usually there's nothing blocking you from when you have those dreams, or at least when I do.
Mm-hmm.
When I have those dreams, there's nothing blocking me from reaching it. Like I'm not reaching through a fence or anything.
Right.
It's right there.
It's
and I don't just pick my body up and move it over.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can get it with just my arm. It'll grow another inch.
Yeah.
No, I literally don't get up off of my back and scoot over a little to grab it.
I wish that was my problem.
I'm an idiot. You know what? I'll get to my other one because I remembered what it was.
Okay.
But my dream that I hate is I'm either running or I'm fighting someone, and my legs or my arms are like noodles. I can't run. I'm like, I know I can run faster than this. I know I'm a big guy, but I know I can run faster than this. Why are my legs not working? Or I go to fight this guy, and I just kind of swing my arm, and it just dead noodles itself against his face. And he's looking at me like, did you just hit me with a wet spaghetti noodle? And then he continues to murder me. That's the ones I hate. Besides the falling ones, but those are the ones that irritate me the most.
That would make me laugh. Sometimes I have dreams.
I get up. When I wake up, I think about it sometimes. Like you know those ones where you just barely remember the dreams.
Just barely remember.
You
it.
remember just some details about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're such an idiot. Why didn't you just run?
There's always like
you know how to do this. Why weren't your legs working, dumbass?
You start armchair quarterbing, and it was like, what? Wait, I could have just did this, and I could have did this. Yeah, you start critiquing yourself.
I hate those dreams.
Oh man, those are funny. There's some that are so ridiculous that I remember specifically waking up and going. I was like, I would take a second. I would go, why did I dream that? And I would just like just take a second to go like, wait, what was that about?
What was that?
I just have like a little laugh to myself. I'm just like, that was weird. Because there was one, I actually remember this one. This was so outlandish that I actually remember this dream. I think it was stress induced. I had a dream that I was in some kind of frozen wasteland. I don't know. It was weird. There was a campfire. It was me there. I was like in full, winter gear, all layered up with gloves on. And it was 2 other people with me. I didn't know these people, just 2 guys. They were sitting around this campfire. The guy on my left gets up, he pulls his pants down. Then
already a classic dream.
Yeah, the dream is amazing. I remember almost every detail. He pulls his pants down, turns around, bends over. An actual octopus starts coming out of this guy's anus.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, it just starts crawling out, like tentacles reaching towards me. The guy to the right of me, he gets up. He opens his jacket and pulls his pants down. So an octopus comes out of his anus, and an actual aardvark, comes out of this man's chest. I kid you not. This is an actual dream I had. So I start fighting off these random animals. Like
you're fighting the anus octopus and the anus aardvark?
Well, no, the chest aardvark. The other guy had also an anus. There's 2 anus octopi. Is that the plural octopi? 2 anus octopi. Very specific species, very rare. And then I got the chest aardvark. You only find those in South America.
Apparently.
So I'm fighting these 3 animals, just trying to fight them off. And I'm like, I'm starting to get wrapped up by the octopus. They're both starting to like the octopi. They're like wrapping me up. Then the aardvark starts like jumping on my face, and so I'm trying to fight these animals off. So at one point, I break free of one octopus, and I try to get the aardvark off my face, and that's when I wake up.
I'm sorry, I gotta find out what an aardvark looks like again. I haven't seen
okay.
it What the actual F is that?
That's an aardvark, big fella. That's what came out of that man's chest.
Was it like deranged and had sharp teeth and stuff?
It just popped out like an alien.
Bro, his nose looks like a wiener.
Jumped at me.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, nothing like Arthur.
It wasn't Arthur just coming out and beating your ass?
Right, yeah,
not
not
picture
actual.
where he's got the
With the
balled
fist,
fist.
yeah.
Just starts wailing on you. Hey,
That-
it's Arthur!
Listen, that meme was classic too. Those are some of the greatest memes that ever came out of that.
Or the one where he's zipping up his pants
Yeah.
in front of the girl in the back. Which is bad because that was his
awful.
sister.
Remember the one with Patrick? It was like the underlight, and it was like evil Patrick looking down.
Yes.
Yeah, there was so many great ones. With
Oh my god!
There was one somebody
think of it right
photoshopped.
now.
Somebody photoshopped in SpongeBob's legs, making like a V, and he'll hold his legs.
That's awesome.
All right, the SpongeBob and Patrick relationship arc has completed.
Oh, this
But yeah,
is
I
getting
woke up.
far.
I woke up from that dream, and I know it was stress induced because I was so stressed out when I had this dream. But it just, those are the type of nightmares I have that just make no sense, and that's the only one that was so outlandish that I actually remembered it. The most of them I don't even remember.
See, the noodle thing, I remember like the stuff like that, like the small details, because my brain or my memory is very detail oriented. Like most people are like, oh, hey, take a left on Main and take a right on J or whatever. Mine's, hey, you know that on Main where that restaurant was? We ate there that one time. We had this food.
Yeah.
And everybody loved it. Well, if you go past that and you take a right at that place where I saw that fight break out and the bums started eating the food that they dropped.
Wow.
It was like, my brain's like that.
Yeah.
It's it's ADHD thing, I think. Mm-hmm. But,
Or the bumps.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up. I don't
That's
know.
hilarious.
But the one that I remember stuff like that, but the one I actually remember was, do you ever see the movie Small Soldiers?
Where they were like little toys?
Yes. Tommy Lee Jones was the
yes.
general whatever.
Yeah.
I used to watch that all the time as a kid.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. I had the toy.
My dad lived in a, would you call it a trailer or a mobile home? Mm-hmm. And he had this long hallway. Well, for some reason, I had to crawl down that long hallway, and it was like somebody put a giant McDonald's tube, like the play structures.
Yeah.
With the little circles on the sides. I had to crawl down that to get to the bedroom because I slept in his bed all the time whenever we stayed there.
Yeah.
And to my left, just before I got to the halfway point, I remember seeing out one of those circles, and it was one of the... Do you remember at the top, there was the clear thing you could see all around you at the top of the play structure?
Oh, yeah, a little dome thing, a little bubble.
Was the little purple crazy guy from Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
And he was... whatever he says, like, he was going nuts. I was like, oh, crap. Well, this is another one of those cases of, like, noodle legs.
Oh, no.
Why can't I crawl faster?
Yeah, you can't.
What is going on here?
You can't get away from
I remember getting in there and looking back, and he grabbed my legs, and he just all over me. And I'm like, oh, my God! Like, the only dream I ever remember, like, details like that about it. But hated it. But speaking of the other thing I hate, I remembered what it is.
Okay.
Things I hate now as an adult that I didn't hate as a kid. Kids. They're so damn difficult, for one. I'm not saying I hate my kids at all, by any means. It's more along the line of other people's kids.
Oh, yeah? I think that's kind of... that's actually really normal.
At least I'm putting it out there. Other people are like, oh, I don't hate
Oh,
it.
yeah, kids are great always. Like,
Yeah.
there's no bad child ever.
These
I've-
kids nowadays...
I've never seen a child these days ever act out and misbehave.
right.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I was like, do bad kids even exist? I don't even know, man. Like, I think bad kids are pretty cool. Bad kids are great.
Yeah, no,
bad kids
they're
are their best. I love bad kids.
We've gone to many occasions, like Kayla will tell me stuff about her school and the kids, that the way they act there and the things that they say. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Why would you even say that?
Yeah.
And there's other times where, like, I'll see things. I'm watching Mason do something, and this other kid comes up and he's like, yeah, well, you're a butt sniffing aardvark out of somebody's chest or something like that. And I'm like, why would you even say that?
That's
and then,
pretty tame.
And then, well, then I'm trying to think of the other things, but
Yeah.
like, I'll tell him, hey, man, knock that off. And he goes, no, you knock it off. And I'm like,
Yeah. That's right.
you little shit.
Yep.
Talk back to me again, and I'm gonna chest kick you so fucking hard. and then you'll get the mom that's, oh, Billy, come on, it's okay. Oh, is he being such a sweet angel today? And you're like,
yeah.
no, bitch,
That's
no,
per-
he's not.
As per usual.
I want to hurt, and maybe it's the parents that I hate more. Well, it's like, for me, and especially since it's like ADHD brains,
Yeah.
the littlest things annoy me. So, like, I'll give you an example. My kids yesterday, or Mason's his football game yesterday.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go. Well, when he got there, and I knew I was bringing his outfit because he stayed at his grandparents' house.
Yeah.
I was bringing his a pair of shorts, his jersey, his cleats, and a new thing of socks for him.
For sure.
When he got there, he wasn't dressed. And in my mind, I'm like, you should already be dressed. Let's go. You got to get in there. Even though the game wasn't for another half hour or something like that.
Well, still.
It was supposed to start around there. But
Yeah.
in my head, I'm thinking, you should have already had this thing done.
Exactly.
But in reality, he didn't have his clothes because we were out and about when he went with his grandparents. It's not his fault at all.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that. And then it just starts building and building and building.
You were just projecting on your kid.
And these kids, they start saying these stupid things. I'm like, shut the fuck up!
Right.
Like, I want to strangle them.
But honestly, though, they're really fine. It's not a big deal. Like, you should just be more tolerant. And you just really need to handle, like, just be like more in touch with your feelings and just like take it that way. You know what I'm saying?
I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't hate. Hate isn't real.
I hate kids.
Hate isn't real. Time isn't real. Things aren't real.
real.
You're not even real.
Nothing's actually real.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, you know I am.
Sorry.
Speaking of things that aren't real, and this is the last thing we'll close on this.
About to get metaphysical.
Ghost hunting shows.
Ghost hunting
That is
shows, baby.
We were thinking about the aliens, the crazy people movies, all this different stuff. People that watch ghost hunting shows, I feel like they're a special breed.
Oh, they're great.
They're purely entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's a 50-50 thing. It's half the people are like, I want a good laugh. Mm-hmm. And the other half are like, oh my God, did you see?
Yeah,
when
take it seriously.
When he came around there, the EPB thing
I love it.
spiked and it turned a different color when he hit that button.
Yeah.
And the temperature dropped. You saw the little thing of air,
Right.
defrost. I'm like, dude, are you freaking kidding me?
Like me, One of my favorite shows is Ghost Hunters, and
Tell me it's because you just love a good laugh.
I love a good laugh,
Okay,
man. And
okay.
like freaking Josh Baggins, I think his name is, or Bagans, whatever it is. I a lot of times I watch these shows purely for the photography side of it, because I can critique it.
Okay.
Because I know exactly what they're doing.
Well, half of it's at night. How are you supposed to critique
I
night
love
vision?
it. No, here's a funny thing. There was a picture that they took, and they just take this picture out in darkness. All right, and then they talk about how the camera won't autofocus. And yeah, the camera won't autofocus because it has nothing to focus on.
Because it's just
dark.
a black screen. What's it supposed to
You see our camera? It's not autofocusing. Yeah, it has nothing to focus on. It's just a black void. Like, the camera doesn't know what to focus on, dude.
Our light's not turning on. Oh, I forgot the light
Yeah.
attachment on the top of it. It's not turning on. Just
Plus,
tell
it
them.
could be in manual focus. Yeah, I did. Like, there's so many things. Like, oh, look at that orb. Like, no, it's an out of focus circle because the camera's not focused on this speck of dust
what
that's in
is
front
that?
of it. It's not an orb.
What
it's
is
just
that?
out of focus dust.
It's on the lens.
Yeah,
Every
I know.
time I look
It's
at
just-
this light, it's over here on the lens.
turn the camera around. We'll see how much dust is on
Yeah.
that front element.
I put stuff like that on at work sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I'll try and switch it up.
It's
like
so funny.
One time it's like 40s, 50s movies.
Yeah.
Another time it's like hot rods and stuff like that. Another time it'll be that or like history mysteries or whatever
Yeah.
the show's. I don't know what it's called. But that was one time, and I could hear it behind me, and they're like, "Oh my god, is there a spirit here?"
Right.
And then somebody will you can tell they shuffled it. Like you can
Yeah,
hear
somebody like knocks a door.
you can hear the
or-
slight
yeah,
on the ground.
On the ground, yeah.
from their foot.
Somebody moving around.
Yeah.
Closing the door behind
Yeah,
them. Yeah. It's
yeah.
like, there's like 40 people in that room.
Exactly.
It's not
It's a
like-
whole production. It's not
Right.
3 people. Come on.
It's like, oh, who was that? It's like, oh, I think it was a spirit trying to communicate. It was just Kevin getting coffee. It's like, it's
Kevin
not.
fucked up and hit the rug.
Right. Kevin's actually broke his arm. You should go check on that. You should go check on Kevin.
That was the moan.
That was his ACL snapping. That's what
Snap.
Kevin is hurt.
God damn it, Kevin.
I love the.
He'll never work on that set again. Damn it.
He was just trying to get Starbucks for the crew.
They asked for it.
Right. He goes through a freaking wooden floor. And he's in an 1830s building that's already falling apart.
Kevin, you're fired. Yeah,
Right.
can you help me out of the hole first?
Right, as he's getting asbestos poisoning. But I just love these shows because I just know how it's not only is it entertaining, but in a lot of ways it's very easily disprovable. And here's some of the best parts is when the ghost hunters themselves don't even take it seriously. Like they'll come to, you know how sometimes in some of the early episodes of any ghost show they'll have like different locations that they go to. It won't just be one location. And so sometimes they'll have like one that they rejected, but they're trying to fill time in for the show. So they'll include the one that they didn't check out, just to fill time. It'll be like some random building or warehouse or wherever. And it'll be the guy who's like, yeah, there's this woman in a white dress in the window, and every night around like 8:00, I walk by the window and she's just staring at me, man. She's like absolutely staring at me. And then every now and then, when I go down into the basement to get a cold pop.
A what?
A cold pop.
A what?
A cold pop.
So the cold pops.
Yeah.
It popped. Like it made
Yeah,
that.
the cold pop beverage.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right.
You irritate me.
I made sure.
Yeah, I
said
heard
it.
that.
Yeah,
When you said
a
it
cold
louder.
pop. That's
you
right.
Suck.
Yeah, that's right.
Soda.
Went down to get a cold pop.
A soda. Go a little north, and I bet you they call it soda.
Right.
You freaking jerk.
And then
These guys in the middle don't know what they're talking about. Eh? It's called a soda.
freaking Canadian.
I don't know, Minnesota. I'm gonna ask Leaf tomorrow. Leaf, what the hell do you call soda? It's a soda. Goddamn Minnesota accent. Minnesota. Talking about the Satan? No, mini soda.
Mini soda. Yeah,
Not Minnesota.
They only got small pops.
I hate you.
But
I'm not arguing about this again.
I just love bringing it up. You
suck.
But he'll be like, yeah, I went downstairs, and each stair I went down made a creaking sound. Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
And then they'll just be looking at this dude like, this is ridiculous, right?
Really?
And
Really?
they'll like disprove this in 2 seconds. They'll barely break out any equipment. Like
yeah.
the most they'll do
the
for the
hand
guy.
cameras?
Yeah, the most they'll do for the guy is just like the little camera and a little recorder.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to figure it out, and they know what it is.
Like the Blair Witch Project cameras. That
Yeah.
Face right at him.
Right.
Oh my god.
There'll be like there'll be like a security camera the guy didn't know was there. And he'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that was your girlfriend standing in the window. You're just trying to get us out here.
And like those, I can't, and only for basically pure comedy, like you said, the movies like that, like Blair Witch Project. Or, the one that I thought was hilarious was the one they made after Chernobyl. What was it called, Chernobyl?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, really?
I remember that one.
Really?
Yeah. That was something else.
He literally got a camera looking around at the very end, looking in the thing.
Yeah.
And then somebody runs up to the camera and you're like,
yeah.
really?
It gets insane. It's like, oh, you didn't hear that person?
Yeah, you didn't know they were in there the whole time.
Right. There's leaves everywhere. It's fall.
Or any of the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ghost Hunter movies, try harder. Ghost Hunter shows, try harder. You guys you're lacking. They're lacking.
Just be authentic. Get actual ghost.
Just do your job.
Just do your job.
You're supposed to find an actual ghost.
Just get actual demons. Can we please? Can we please be real?
Them?
Yeah. Like enough with the Photoshop. Let's do an actual demon seance.
Why not?
And why not just bring the demons?
Let's bring back the Demon Hitler.
Bring
something. Come on, guys.
That'd be very authentic.
I'm sure it would.
Absolutely.
He's a real person. That we know of. I don't know.
That we know of.
It could be. It's all
Demon Hitler.
It's all a. Whatever.
This is so fact based.
Program.
Yeah, I can Google this right now and it'll say yep.
Yep.
All right, big fella.
There's a glitch in the system. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
The red pill or the blue pill, bitch.
Both.
Those
weren't both pills.
Those weren't Flintstone gummies like your parents said they were. They were making a choice.
An active choice to bring back Demon Hitler. But thanks everybody once again for giving us some time out of your day to hear about our absolute nothingness. And
the damn truth.
But we did speak some actual facts.
Demon Hitler.
Demon Hitler. Fact. Google it. But thanks once again. Remember, if you like us, then actually do like the podcast. If you would like to give us a follow, that'd be awesome too. Make sure you tell your friends and your family and your enemies. Make sure you share it. Our link tree is put in our episode description.
Unfortunately, it doesn't
week,
have
so.
Derek's link for his OnlyFans on there.
Not
so
yet.
We're working on that.
We're working on it. Not yet. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to take some really tasteful nudes. The ones I got right now are just raunchy, like hustler type stuff. I want to get tasteful.
You haven't sent them to me yet.
I want to get tasteful. I want them to be.
Did you do the ones I told you? You put the top hat and the little beard like Abraham
Yes,
Lincoln on it.
Absolutely.
And you didn't like it?
It was too outlandish. Some people didn't like Lincoln. I got to
Figure
get
it out.
bipartisan. So it's a bipartisan penis. So it's a BPP. We'll end on that note. Subscribe to my OF.
Link will be in the description.
Right, absolutely. Podcast,
sir.